This lecture, I'll take up representation of reflection symmetry by a matrix. So, we are going to talk about reflection matrix. So, let me draw the mirror plane first and then draw the axes. So, the x and y axes are in the mirror plane and z axis is normal to the mirror plane. Take a point, let us say x, y, z, and reflect it through the horizontal mirror plane, and it will get reflected below the mirror plane or below the xy plane. And clearly, the position of the reflected point would be x and y will not change, and plus z would become minus z. I have denoted the negative z with a bar on the z coordinate. So, very clearly I can write the, suppose this is the xy plane. So, the plane, so the mirror operation or the reflection operation, I will denote it as sigma xy, denoting that the xy, the reflection is by the mirror lying on the xy plane. And clearly this matrix would be 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1. Again, I put a bar on the 1 to denote negative 1. And looking at this, and you can actually do this matrix multiplication, multiply this matrix into the x, y, z column vector, and you will get the result x, y and minus z. Similarly, if the mirror, let us say, was in the yz plane. So, if it is in the yz plane, which means the x axis is normal. So, sigma yz would be, the first row would be now minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And suppose the mirror is in the xz plane, which means the y axis is now normal to the mirror plane. The matrix would be 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now, let us talk about a more general mirror. So, let us just say this is the x axis, this is the y axis, z axis is normal to the xy plane. Now, suppose this was my mirror. So, suppose there is a point xy, this point will move to some point x prime, y prime. Now, I want to determine the, again the z axis is fixed. I want to determine the reflection operation which will take the point xy to x prime, y prime. So, a general mirror can be obtained in the following way, just like for general axis in the last lecture, we had tried to obtain the matrix operation. So, what we do is, let us say the angle this mirror makes with the x axis is alpha. So, what I do, first of all, I will bring this mirror in the xz plane such that the y axis is normal to this plane, or normal to the mirror. So, what I do, I rotate through minus alpha, that is, I am rotating through an angle of alpha in the clockwise direction if alpha is positive. So, rz minus alpha will bring the mirror into the xz plane. Then, now what happens? The y axis has become normal to the mirror, and therefore I should write the operation of sigma xz after this. This will do the reflection operation on the xz plane and then bring everything back from where we started from. That means rotate around the z axis about an angle of plus alpha, and this then would become the rotation matrix for this mirror. So, let us just take this as an exercise. So, let us say R equals, now let me write down all the matrices for this. So, RZ alpha, alpha is going to be cos alpha from the previous lecture minus sin alpha 0, sin alpha, cos alpha 0, 0, 0, 1. Let me write down now the next matrix, the reflection operation sigma xz. So, sigma xz we have it here. This is going to be 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And then finally, or the first operation that we do is RZ minus alpha. For that, go back to the rotation matrix, insert minus alpha there, and for that one will get cos alpha, sin alpha. I am putting minus alpha now, so some signs will change. Cos alpha signs will not change. Cos alpha, sin alpha 0, minus sin alpha, cos alpha 0, 0, 0, 1. Let us do first multiply these two. So, I should get first row, first column, and I will get the first element cos alpha, first row, second column, one will get the second element sin alpha, and then 0, first row, third column. Now, second row of the reflection matrix into the first column, and that would give me plus sin alpha. Second row into the second column would give me minus cos alpha, and then 0, and the third row will obviously be 0, 0, 1. And now I just copy this matrix out here. I will get cos alpha minus sin alpha 0, sin alpha, cos alpha 0, 0, 0, 1. Now, do the multiplication again. First row of the first matrix into first column of the second matrix. So, cos alpha minus sin alpha 0 into cos alpha sin alpha 0. If we do this, we will get the first element of the resulting matrix. So, what I am going to get, let us do this. Cos alpha into cos alpha is cos square alpha, minus sin alpha into sin alpha is minus sin square alpha, and the third product will be 0. So, what I will have would be cos square alpha minus sin square alpha. But this expression is nothing but cos 2 alpha. So, so my first element becomes cos 2 alpha. Similarly, go first row, second column, and I will get cos alpha into sin alpha minus sin alpha into cos alpha. So, I am going to get things like sin alpha cos alpha plus sin alpha cos alpha, and that is nothing but sin 2 alpha, and third element will be 0. Now, similarly, go second row, first column, second row, second column, and so on, and one will get sin 2 alpha, the first element of the second row, minus cos 2 alpha 0, and the third row would be 0, 0, 1. Now this then becomes the rotation matrix, which basically means that now I can get the coordinates x prime, y prime by using this matrix cos 2 alpha, sin 2 alpha, 0, sin 2 alpha, this is my rotation matrix that I am writing again, cos 2 alpha, 0, 0, 0, 1, multiply this into this vector x, y, z. So, I will know that this mirror will take this point x, y to the point x prime, y prime. Okay, in the subsequent lecture, I will be discussing combination of mirror operations, combination of mirror and rotation operations, and obtain all the two-dimensional point groups. Thank you.